I'm Nick Whitson. I'm 67-year-old. I was born here in Green Mountain, North Carolina. I live across the river from the store. The store was built in 1927. Then my dad bought it in January the 1st, 1961. We got everything from horseshoe nails to furniture. I don't have electronics and I don't have gas or a hunting license, but everything else we've got. The flood hit September the 27th on a Friday morning, and my sister called me 3 o'clock in the morning and said, get up here in a hurry. And I thought something happened to my mom. So I come across the bridge, got down here, and she said, there's a bad storm coming. We got to get all of our stuff away from the river. And the time I got here, me and my sister and my brother-in-law, we got to throwing pipe, everything along the riverbank at Sayers. We got throwing it across the road trying to save something. My mom's house out there, she's got a patio. There's 2 steps to get on the patio from the yard. And I said, when it gets that step there, we're getting. And it wasn't 30 minutes, it was smacking that step. So we put Mom in a wheelchair and took her upstairs in the store here, and we stayed up there 35 days. Funny part about it, when there's a disaster, everybody wants to look, but very few wants to help. Back in that bird, I know I hit something. There's another.
I've been surprised just how much traffic comes through here.
Oh, this ain't nothing. First 3 months, there's 100 dump trucks a day coming through with all the tourists and everybody looking. We couldn't even get across the road to work. And they finally called in the National Guard to block the road off so the state could get part of the road fixed down through here. Yes, sir.
Allie had that.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll give you back what's left. And well, you can see down through here where the road's gone. It was up on that first brick there at the church, and it was across the railroad over yonder.
How many feet would you say that is?
They averaged about 40 feet above normal. I live right across the river, right over in that house. And it was slapping that white truck right yonder. That's my white truck. And
you know, did you say 9 miles down the road?
I had to go 4 up, 1 over, and 4 back just to get to my house. But first 30-some days I couldn't even get home. And I finally had a friend of mine, he had an RTV. He drove down the railroad tracks to get me to the house. So I just emptied out my freezers and cut the main power off. I couldn't get back for quite a while. All this road over through here is all gone. There's a 2-story house right there built in 1800s. It gutted it, finally collapsed it. Tulsi Galbert, her crew's building 11 houses down through here for people. And it gutted this, and they had to gut that one. Well now, if you'll notice, if it wasn't for His grace and mercy, if this thing had happened 3 o'clock in the morning, you'd had thousands drowned. My mom, my brother, my sister-in-law, they had all been drowned.
Just because they would have been asleep?
Yep. Now my brother's truck, it's right out here. You can see it right through yonder. My sister-in-law, they ain't never found hers yet. Everybody that can help, they go to Asheville. There's more to western North Carolina than Asheville. And these people in these mountains need help, and you still ain't got help. You know, like I said, FEMA come, they told us they wouldn't help us, turned around and left. We had a lot of churches come. Everybody yes, they said God sent them here. I believe he did.
Forever all my days, I will love you, God.
Lord, you keep raining, Lord. When it gets tired and they get weak, Lord, and they get where they feel like they don't know what's coming, God, I know that you're going to take care of these folks, Lord. I can look at this place, and it's been here 60 years, and it keeps providing for this community, Lord, and you keep allowing them to be a lighthouse to their place, Lord. Continue to strengthen them, God. Build this place better than it's ever been, God. God, bless them, God, for all they've done for you. In Jesus' name.
The principle in the Bible is what you see with your eyes ought to affect your heart. My name is Brian Beaver, and my wife Veronica is here on the mountain with me. And we've been in ministry since 1993. I was preaching in Indiana, and the storm hit, and we really wasn't keeping up with it, but found out from watching news how devastating it was. And we just presented our burden to some friends over dinner one night and said, I just feel compelled to cancel all my meetings and come to North Carolina. And so they said, well, we want to go with you. And so we ended up bringing about 30 people the first trip, the week after the storm, of October the 11th. After about, I think, 8 days getting connected with people, our heart just couldn't leave here. And so we stayed. And we've been here ever since, 5.5 months. I made this statement to some people that asked me, they said, was FEMA present? There was a time when FEMA was. They pulled out relatively quickly. They had an office up here in Yancey County in Burnsville, but there was a couple trailers around, but they were always locked, and it had an 800 number on it, and it was a number to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so how can you help somebody if you're not hands-on? Everything that I've seen happen in this area, and I say a 40-mile radius, 50-mile radius, has been done by and large by the body.
Coming at
you. We've had people from 48 states in here helping us. We got a crew out here now that's cutting trees. We got about 20 people in my mom's house putting up shiplap and stuff, trying to get her house back. People don't understand. If you do just a little, that's that much off of somebody else. And these people up and down these rivers, 19E, Pensacola, Micaville, New Dale, these people lost their homes. Anything you do to help them, believe me, they greatly appreciate it. And it's hard for these mountain people to accept something, but anything, they take it to heart and they don't forget. So it's worked out pretty good. So
I think our ministry will be up here for quite some time, in some fashion or form. What we need to fix somebody's house is insulation, sheetrock, finishing work. I see that for the next 6 months to a year. I think we'll still be in the rebuilding stage. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm tired. It make you weary, but it sure is refreshing to know that when I sleep tonight, there'll be some people whose houses are closer to being finished.
I think it's the Lord's way of waking people up because we forgot to be humble to Him and we forgot to be humble one to another. We forgot it. It's my for no more. And that ain't the way the Lord intended it to be. A lot of times we get in the way of God. God said, just get out of the way and let me do it. So I learned that. And I got out of the way and He sent me all these people.
These people have been through Hades. They've been through hell, but yet it don't show. If you wanted my conservative opinion of how long this is going to take, 10 years. 10 years. And I think you've seen that. That's all He wants is your yes. That's all He wants. He may never call you to Siberia. He may never send you to the mountains of North Carolina. But would you go if He asked you? There's not a lot of people that bring heaven to earth. Be that person that when you walk into a person's life, they say, I had an encounter with somebody that impacted my life and made it different. Pray for the people in North Carolina.